Well, that's a fine. How do you do? Man, feeling good today. Yesterday, I don't even think I drank that much Friday night, but I was pretty badly hungover yesterday. Man, gotta stop drinking. Like I said, I didn't think I drank that much. So this is a special video because today my buddy Chris from Missouri is visiting. We're gonna go hang out with Garth later. So this one's for you, Chris, and it's a doozy. You know, I was uh, messaging a friend, Video Massacre. We were talking about like how just like horror movies, like everything I've been looking for, like every new movie I look at, it just isn't good or it's not horror, but they're disguised as horror movies. So like I was like, man, I want to watch something new, but I'm just repeating myself. So I watched. Oh wait. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this morning I went to drop off some books at the library. My library is closed for renovations, and it's really sucks because I wanted to return these books. There's no my library is like literally like 5 minutes away. All the other ones are like 20 minutes or more. I just don't want to drive, you know. But I was okay. It's Sunday morning. Just go early. And fortunately, traffic on a Sunday morning is pretty light, so I made it to the library. It wasn't even open. I just put them in the Dropbox and then came home. But on the way home, stopped by Dollar Tree because last year some of them they had the horror movies. I got some actually good stuff last year from Dollar Tree, but no horror. But I got some interesting things. I got Scorpion King, Book of Souls. I don't know how this will be, but there's one Scorpion King that's directed by Russell Mulcahy, and Russell Mulcahy is a great director. So this, even if it's half as bad, it'd still be pretty good. I got Cerebrum, and only because it has uh, James Russo. I guess that's I think I was calling him John. It's got James Russo, who I really like, and I remember telling my other buddy, um, Mike Patterson, how much I like him as a character actor. So I was like, well, I have to get it. And then I got Abduction with Scott Adkins. And it says from executive producer Roger Corman. I was like, what? Two versions of the film, including the extended director's cut. It's got it's got Nomak from Blade 2 Blood Hunters on there. So I was like, Scott Adkins, he always delivers on the action. Even if the movie sucks, he should have some good fight scenes in it. There's another dollar store not too far, Family Dollar, I think. I'm gonna go by there after this and see if they got anything. So I'm gonna review 2000's Unspeakable, directed by Chad Farron. I have this Troma-Triple B Header that has Garden of the Dead, Butt Crack, and Unspeakable on it. I've had this for years. Get that baby in there. Do you have this? I feel this was easy to get for a while. Like it was everywhere. I don't know about now, but Garden of the Dead is a weird zombie movie. Butt Crack, I really don't remember. I know I've watched it, but it says directed by Jim Larson. I don't know who he is, but starring and featuring the music of Mojo Nixon. And Mojo Nixon is awesome. I love Mojo. And then Unspeakable by Chad Farron. Also, there's Unspeakable. It's a messed up movie. It's really low budget, but I remember watching it, and there is a scene early on that actually I think it made me like it turned me off. It made me turn the movie off. There's a disabled lady who like she can't speak. I think she's blind too. She was in a bad car accident, and a male nurse comes to take care of her. So her husband goes, feeds the pigeons in the park, and she soils herself, and the male nurse, he he goes down there and performs a sex act on her while she's all soiled, and he's like so into it. And it's disgusting, man. Like, I can't think of anything. I mean, sure, there's other. Oh man, I was like, this is really bizarre and messed up. So I should just watch it, just see what it is. So Unspeakable, it's about a married couple. They're coming home on a rainy night from a party, and the husband and wife are just arguing. The wife's drunk and being very belligerent. They get into an accident, and their teenage daughter dies, and the wife is disfigured, disabled. Yeah, like she's just in a wheelchair. Like, she can't speak, she can't see. Her face is all messed up, and the husband is still mourning the death of the daughter. I guess it gets driving him crazy because he just walks around and he starts talking to a girl. He goes to her house and they're about to like mess around, and then he sees, she turns into his wife. He sees his wife and he attacks the girl and he kills her, and like he slams her face into this glass table. That was pretty cool because you see from under the table, and he's just really just smearing her face around in like fake blood, but it looked cool. And then he smashes her face into it and kills her. So he just gets the idea that he just has to kill bad people. He goes home and he almost catches I think his name was Barry, the nurse, with his wife. Oh yeah, it was so nasty. And he even tells his wife like he knows what he has to do now. So he's just wandering the streets, finding women and dispatching them. And this is like in a street trash, deadbeat at dawn vein where everything is just horrible. The street people are all vermin, scum, nefarious criminals. There's a drug dealer named Hell, who's just his look is a ripoff of a Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver, and they're all despicable. And it's really bad. Like there's no great actors, but I didn't think they're too bad. But they really drive the point home how messed up the world is, how everyone's bad, how badass he is, and what an awesome drug dealer he is, and how but it's annoying, but it didn't get to me. It didn't bother me. Like, oh my god. Usually, it's like, oh, okay, you're a horrible person. But yeah, I was with it for Unspeakable. And then there's prostitutes on the corner just saying the most vile things. And it makes me like think of Rob Zombie, but maybe even worse. I just can't stand Rob Zombie, the way he makes movies, but I was fine with it in Unspeakable. They just really lay it on how like the horrible, nasty stuff that they do. And there's real pathetic people that get beaten up. It's just too much. And then I was like, well, what is this? Like, you see a priest like harming a teenage boy. There's some stuff. Sometimes it just comes off as funny and dumb instead of like gritty urban violence. So it had that too. So sometimes it's just really like ugh. Other times it's just I can't remember. I'll get to it. So the husband, can't remember his name. Well, Jim. He's just walking the streets at night. He has a straight razor. He's attacking women. But I was like, well, how is like this drug dealer? Where's he? Are we just? For a while, I was like, he's just showing like how sick the world is, and none of us intertwines. But it does intertwine at the end. The husband, Jim, he winds up. I guess you know what I'm gonna say already. Um, there's a part where he comes up on two women walking and he kills them, and you see him from far away. He's like stabbing one, but you can see he's like hitting nowhere close to them. That was funny. He uh he injures one like street thug with a shotgun, and then like all these homeless people jump out of the dumpsters and chase him, and that was funny. That was also kind of scary. They're like they're like a zombie like horde chasing him. But I think I saw a little kid in there running. He was smiling, which just added to the enjoyment of the movie. It's just this really low budget, but the Chad Farron guy, he really tried to do the best he could. It's not super gory, but they really try to get the gore and blood in there. They do at some parts. And then the end, I thought it was a dream. Like I was, oh man, better not be. It might be a dream, but I think it's just at the end, Jim dies and he goes somewhere. I don't. So I liked it. I looked up to see if he was making movies. He's still making movies. He made that like Exorcism at 60,000 feet or Exorcism at 30,000 feet. That has like Lance Henriksen in it, I think. And his style of writing and filmmaking remind me of Richard Lehman stuff a little. It's just way much more. He's just laying on the layers of filth and disease and disgust, and but I liked it. I'm giving it a 3.5 Manos Hands of Fate. And I found I didn't even know I have one of his other movies. It's called Ghouls, but they have some of his other movies on Tubi that I want to watch. And so at least it is horrific. Yeah, and like Jim will see images of his daughter, so it's not just like crime stuff. There is a horror element to it. But yeah, just watch the stuff with his wife and her like excreting her bowels on the floor, and the sounds, and then that guy like likes to, I guess he eats it, or oh my goodness, and there's not too much of that, fortunately, but it just made it makes you notice like the movie for sure. I might review Butt Crack. I think it's more like comedy. I don't even know if, like sick twisted comedy. I don't even know if it has horror elements. I think it does. I might review that or one of Chad Farron's other films. But yeah, Unspeakable. At least it got the job done. It just made me sick and grossed out. And he really tried. That's about the best I can do right now. Sunday, gotta go back to work tomorrow. I read that eclipse yesterday. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it now, and I'll see you later. Bye.